Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Terrorism charge. Nnamdi Kanu heads to appeal court. Terrorism charge. Nnamdi Kanu heads to appeal court. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Leader of indigenous people of Biafra Nnamdi Kanu has dragged the federal government to the Court of Appeal, challenging the amended 7 charges on terrorism granted by Justice Bentalun Yako of the Federal High Court in Abuja. He was challenging the decision of the court as contained in the ruling and financial decision, retaining count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 15 of the amended charge delivered on April 8, 2022. Journalists in Abuja obtained a copy of the court processes yesterday. Nyako had struck out 8 out of the 15-count treasonable felony charge filed against Kanu by the federal government. While Nyako struck out count 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 of the charge, she okayed Kanu's trial on count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 15. The striking out of count 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 of the charge followed an application Kanu filed to quash the entire charge against him. Kanu had, in the application he filed through his team of lawyers, Mike Ozekome San and Ifeanyi Ejiofor, maintained that the charge against him was legally defective. He had argued that the court lacked the jurisdiction to try him on the strength of an incompetent charge. Ozekome had told the court that his client was unlawfully, brutally, and extraordinarily renditioned from Kenya without his consent. He had argued that since some of the allegations leveled against Kanu were purportedly committed outside the country, the court therefore lacked the jurisdiction to entertain the charge. The charges appear to give this court a global jurisdiction over offenses that were allegedly committed by the defendant, without specifying the location or date the said offenses were committed, he had said. He argued that under the Federal High Court Act, such a charge must disclose the specific location where the offense was committed. However, a lawyer for the federal government Shuaibul Labaran had prayed the court to strike out Kanu's application and order the prosecution to open its defense. He argued that the application would touch the substance of the case that is yet to be heard. Leader of indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, has dragged the federal government to the Court of Appeal, challenging the amended 7 charges on terrorism granted by Justice Binta Onyekolo of the Federal High Court in Abuja. He was challenging the decision of the court as contained in the ruling and final decision, retaining count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 15 of the amended charge delivered on April 8, 2022. Journalists in Abuja obtained a copy of the court processes yesterday. Onyekolo had struck out 8 of the 15-count treasonable felony charged filed against Kanu by the federal government, while Onyekolo struck out count 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 of the charge. She okayed Kanu's trial on count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 15. The striking out of count 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 of the charge followed an application Kanu filed to quash the entire charge against him. Kanu, adding the application he filed through his team of lawyers, Michael Zekomesan and Ifeanyi Ejiofor, maintained that the charge against him was legally defective. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you.